Welcome back, Sacred Soul of Scorpio. I'm Selena, and if these words have found their way to you today, on May 25th, 2025, I want you to know this is not a coincidence. This moment, this message, this energy, it has been searching for you, calling your name in silence, waiting for the exact moment when your soul would be ready to receive it. There is something rare unfolding beneath the surface of your life now. Not loud, not obvious, but deep, ancient, and powerful. A cosmic portal is opening, one that only reveals itself to those who know how to look beyond the veil. And Scorpio, that has always been your gift, hasn't it? While others chase the light, you understand the wisdom of the shadows. While many fear endings, you instinctively feel that within every ending is the seed of divine rebirth. Today, I want to speak directly to the part of you that remembers. The part that has always known you came here for something more, not more success or more validation, but more truth, more meaning, more soul. This isn't just another astrological update. This is a transmission, a sacred whisper from the universe meant specifically for you. A shift that hasn't occurred in over 100 years is now aligning with your sign. And unlike other signs who may only feel subtle echoes of this event, you are standing right at the epicenter. You are the one being called to rise. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through the 3 life areas that will undergo the most profound transformation during this portal. I'll show you what to expect, how to prepare, and why this moment will be remembered not just in your mind, but in your spirit as a turning point, the before and after of your soul's evolution. Welcome back, ancient soul of Scorpio. If these words have reached you on this day, May 25th, 2025, I want you to pause for a moment and feel what's stirring within. This is not just another message. It's a secret call. Not spoken through language, but pulsing through the currents of the invisible, whispering to the parts of you that exist beyond time. A vibration that only the awakened Scorpio can truly sense, because while others seek signs in the sky, you feel them in your bones. While others watch the world from the surface, you read the truth hidden beneath it. Right now, a powerful undercurrent is shifting the tides of your soul. There is a rare alignment forming, not in plain sight, but in the sacred shadows where your energy thrives. The moon is gliding through your sign, amplifying the emotional depth that has always defined you. Pluto, your ruling planet, is moving retrograde, not in retreat, but in sacred descent, inviting you to go deeper than ever before. And Neptune, the keeper of dreams and illusions, is singing softly from the waters of Pisces, opening a mystical portal that connects the subconscious, the soul, and the stars. This isn't the kind of alignment that shouts. It doesn't come with fireworks or headlines. It comes as a feeling, a stirring, an ache, a sudden sense that something is ending and beginning at the same time. You may find yourself staring longer at the night sky, dreaming more vividly, crying for no apparent reason, or remembering things you thought you had forgotten. These aren't coincidences. They are signals. They are the whispers of a stargate, a gateway of psychic rebirth, now opening in your energy field. Today marks a moment unlike any other. A rare convergence that only occurs once in a century. A sacred crossing between your shadow self and your eternal soul. Astrologers may call it the hour of soul rising, but for you, Scorpio, it is something far more personal, far more visceral. This is not a concept to be analyzed. It is a frequency to be felt. It is the moment when your inner world turns into a sanctuary of reckoning, where what you've buried returns not to hurt you, but to free you. This is the invitation to dive deeper than you ever have before, not to escape, but to awaken, to ascend from the place where truth is raw, where the ego dissolves, and where the essence of your being begins to glow from within. And perhaps you've already begun to feel it, haven't you? The emotions come in waves, sudden, consuming, and without a clear source. Not sadness, not joy, but something deeper. A feeling that something is shifting in your core, as if the tectonic plates of your soul are rearranging themselves. Memories you thought were long gone reappear uninvited, not to torment you, but to offer one last chance to understand, forgive, and release. People you haven't thought of in years show up in subtle ways. A name mentioned in passing, a scent in the wind, a dream that feels too vivid to be fiction. And it all comes with the strange sense that something is calling you from the past, from the future, from a version of yourself that remembers more than your mind can hold. None of this is random. None of it is meaningless. The universe, in its quiet and unfathomable intelligence, is summoning everything that is unresolved within you, not as punishment, but as purification. The veil between dimensions is thinner now. The bridge between who you've been and who you are becoming is illuminated, and the gate of transformation stands open, not with force, but with sacred stillness, waiting for you to step through with eyes wide open and heart unclear. You are not falling apart, Scorpio. You are being unmade, only so you can remember what it means to be whole. The choice is not whether to change. The change is already here. The only choice is whether you will meet it with resistance or with reverence. There are 3 profound areas of your life, Scorpio, that are now entering a cycle of irreversible transformation, and each one carries a sacred invitation to reclaim the pieces of yourself that time, fear, or survival once forced you to abandon. First, the forgotten soul within you is being called home. The versions of you that were once cast aside, your raw sensitivity, your powerful intuition, the pain you buried so deep it became part of your bones, these are not returning to haunt you. They're returning to be embraced. This is the moment when the wounded healer within you wakes up and asks not for escape, but for liberation. What once made you feel too much will now become your compass. The emotions you silenced will guide you to truth. The parts of you that were misunderstood, even by yourself, are rising now, not as weakness, but as wisdom. Let them return. Let them speak. Let them lead. Second, your inner magnetism is about to reach a frequency few will be able to ignore. But this isn't about surface level charm or social influence. This is a deep, soul-driven resonance, a spiritual magnet that pulls people, opportunities, and life paths toward you that are aligned not with your image, but with your essence. It is the silent gravity of someone who has gone through the fire and come out glowing. You may begin to notice strangers responding to you differently, eyes lingering a little longer, conversations taking unexpected turns into the depths. Invitations will arise, some subtle, some bold. Not because you're chasing anything, but because you're finally radiating the truth of who you are. And that truth is irresistible to those who are meant to walk beside you on your next chapter. Lastly, a source of unexpected abundance is preparing to enter your orbit, and it may not arrive in the form you expect. For some, it will be financial, a long-awaited investment, a career opportunity, a gift that seems to appear from nowhere. But for others, it will be spiritual, a connection that reawakens your purpose, a mentor who sees your gifts, or calling so clear it electrifies your entire nervous system. This is not random. It is the natural reward of the energetic clearing you've been doing, consciously or not. You have made space, and now the universe is responding. The key is to remain open, even if what comes feels unfamiliar. Say yes to the unknown blessing. Say yes to the path that doesn't make sense, but makes your soul exhale. What is coming to you now has been waiting for lifetimes. Let it arrive. Let it change you. Let it lead you deeper into who you were always meant to become. Why Scorpio? Why now? Because in the architecture of the cosmos, there are roles too sacred to be assigned randomly, and your Scorpio has always been that of the guardian of rebirth. You are not just another soul navigating the wheel of time. You are one of the chosen few who were born with the blueprint of transformation etched into your DNA. You are the one who knows how to walk willingly into the fire, not to be destroyed, but to be remade. While others turn away from discomfort, you lean in. While the world hides from endings, you understand they are necessary passages, portals to deeper truth. And that is why this energetic convergence is not just brushing past your chart. It is centering itself within you. It is opening a stargate, not in the heavens, but in your own body, your own breath, your own becoming. This is no longer about personal gain. This is not about status, validation, or chasing success as the world defines it. This moment is a sacred initiation, a soul ritual centuries in the making, calling you to step into the role you were always meant to play, but may have spent lifetimes resisting. You are being asked to embody your highest frequency, not for applause, but for alignment. You are not being elevated for your ego. You are being chosen because of your capacity to transmute pain into power, silence into wisdom, shadow into light. And this gift is not something that can be learned. It is something remembered. Deep in the marrow of your being, deep in the scars that once broke you and now define your strength. This gateway, this once-in-a-lifetime stargate is not something you find outside of you. It is not in the stars alone. Though they mirror it beautifully, it is within you, Scorpio. It has always been there, waiting for this exact moment when the frequency of your soul would rise high enough to unlock it. And now it has. The codes are active. The current is alive. The invitation has been issued, not to all, but to you, because only someone who has known what it means to truly fall apart can guide others back into wholeness. Only someone who has faced death of identity, of certainty, of self, can stand as a lighthouse when the world is losing its way. And that someone is you. As the cosmic portal of May 25th, 2025 opens before you, Scorpio, you are invited to participate, not merely as an observer of celestial shifts, but as an active co-creator of your own transformation. This is not a moment to rush through or intellectualize. This is a sacred threshold, and it requires sacred ritual. Not the kind passed down through institutions, but the kind whispered to your soul by the universe itself. Below are 3 rites of passage. Simple in appearance, but profoundly encoded with power. They are not rules, they are mirrors, and each one reflects a part of you that is ready to awaken. The first is a ritual of release. Find a quiet moment and write a letter to the version of yourself that is no longer meant to walk with you. This may be a past identity, a belief, a behavior, or even a wound you've clung to for safety. Write to them as if you're speaking to an old friend, with reverence, with honesty, with love. Thank them for how they tried to protect you. Forgive them for what they didn't know. And when you are ready, burn the letter. Watch as the flames consume what you no longer need to carry. Let the smoke rise like a prayer. Let the ashes fall like a blessing. This is not destruction, it is alchemy. The second is a ritual of deep listening. At some point in the coming days, turn off the lights, turn off the music, turn off the world. Lie still in complete darkness without distraction and place your hand over your heart. Breathe. Listen. Your heart is speaking now in a language older than words. It will not shout. It will not demand. But if you are still enough, you will hear it. The rhythm of your truth, the echo of your becoming. You don't need answers. You only need to return to this place of quiet knowing where nothing can be hidden and nothing needs to be performed. The third is a ritual of devotion. Choose a symbol, something tangible that represents the new frequency you are claiming. It may be a crystal, a pendant, a ring, or even a stone you find during a walk. Hold it in your hand, feel its weight, and speak a vow, quietly or silently, but with full conviction. I am ready to be reborn. I no longer run from my light. I no longer fear my becoming. Let this object become your talisman, not as a magical charm, but as a daily reminder that you have chosen to walk forward, awake and aligned. Every time you touch it, remember, you are not who you were. You are who you are becoming. These rituals are not about perfection. They are about presence. And in honoring them, you signal to the universe and to yourself that you are ready to receive the power of this portal, not as a spectator, but as its rightful vessel. The gate is open. Your soul is listening. Step through. Others may see your silence and mistake it for withdrawal, but I see something far more powerful. I see the roar that lives behind your stillness. Not a cry for attention, but the thunderous awakening of a soul that has endured, evolved, and is now ready to rise. They may say you've become distant, cold even, unaware that what they call coldness is actually the sacred heat of transformation burning quietly beneath your skin. You are not shutting down, you are melting through the final chains, dissolving the last illusions, releasing everything that no longer belongs to the version of you that is emerging. This is not retreat. This is recalibration. This is not the end. This is preparation for the leap your soul has been longing to take. The crown you wear is not adorned in gold or jewels. It does not shimmer for the world to see. It burns quietly, a smoldering fire in your gaze, an undeniable presence in your silence, a knowing that cannot be taught. It is the mark of one who has descended and returned, one who carries both the wound and the wisdom. Today, wear that crown. Not with pride, but with sacred responsibility. Walk into your destiny, not because it's time to shine, but because it's time to lead. And remember, Scorpio, your power was never about being seen. It was about being true.